Welcome to Sicily. This is a 4-part journey, starting from the vibrant capital Palermo. Then we move to historic Catania, coastal Syracuse, and end in majestic Agrigento. It's a narrated cinematic 4K walking tour, featuring stunning landmarks, real street sounds, and a custom soundtrack, plus subtitles for clarity. Welcome to Palermo, a city where chaotic beauty, ancient history, and mouth-watering street food collide in the heart of Sicily. Today, we're taking you on a narrated walking tour, from aerial views as we fly in, to Baroque fountains, golden cathedrals, and vibrant piazzas. Whether you're planning your trip or just here for the vibes, buckle up. Palermo is raw, real, and absolutely unforgettable. Let's get into it. To our right, the rugged coastline of Sicily comes into view. Olive groves, terracotta roofs, and distant mountains give us a warm southern welcome. We're flying into Falcone Borsellino Airport, named after 2 anti-mafia judges who became national heroes after being assassinated in the 1990s. Their legacy shaped modern Palermo, and you'll feel it woven through the city's spirit. Palermo itself is home to over 600,000 people, and it's the capital of Sicily. A city with over 2,700 years of history, from Phoenicians to Normans to the present day. In these final moments of our descent, you'll notice how tightly packed the buildings are, a mix of faded elegance and everyday life. The airport is about 35 kilometers, or 22 miles from the city center. It's a scenic route, but for speed and convenience, we'll take the train into town. We'll show you how in the next chapter. From Punta Raisi station, yes, the airport has its own train stop. The train connects directly to Palermo Centrale, the city's main train station. The ride takes about 50 minutes and costs around €6.80 one way. There is also the Genio Express that only takes 30 minutes. Trains run roughly every 30 minutes, and you can check schedules or book on the official Trenitalia website. The bus costs €6, but can get stuck in traffic and usually takes 50 minutes. Once you arrive at Palermo Centrale, you're already within walking distance of the city's historic heart. Head about a kilometer to the left, and you'll reach the dramatic Fontana Pretoria. We'll explore that next. It's not just a fountain, it's a local scandal carved in marble. Now we're standing before one of Palermo's most iconic and controversial landmarks, Fontana Pretoria. Elegant, theatrical, and boldly bare, this 16th century fountain has been raising eyebrows since the day it arrived. Originally designed in Florence, it was transported here in 1574, piece by piece. But once it was reassembled, the reaction wasn't exactly applause. The nudity of the statues, which include gods, nymphs, and mythological figures, clashed hard with Palermo's conservative Catholic values at the time. Locals dubbed it La Fontana della Vergogna, the Fountain of Shame. Some legends even say nuns from the nearby convent used to sneak out and break off body parts with hammers. But over time, scandal turned into civic pride. Today, it's one of Palermo's most photographed spots. Take a moment to walk around its multi-tiered marble basins. Each corner offers a different expression, a twist of motion, a glimpse of Renaissance imagination gone wild. And don't forget to look around the square itself. Directly behind the fountain is Palazzo Pretorio, Palermo's City Hall. To your left, the golden dome of San Giuseppe dei Teatini, and across the piazza, the richly decorated church of Santa Caterina. Inside, you'll find pastel-colored Baroque overload, and if you're lucky, a local nun selling fresh cannoli in the Cloister Cafe. Just steps away from the Fountain of Shame, we reach one of Palermo's most famous crossroads, Quattro Canti, or Four Corners. It's where 2 major streets intersect, Via Maqueda and Corso Vittorio Emanuele, and it's designed like a living stage set. Each corner is a matching Baroque facade, stacked with statues representing 4 layers of meaning: the 4 seasons, 4 Spanish kings of Sicily, and 4 female patron saints of Palermo. It's symmetry with a side of symbolism. Built in the early 1600s, this octagonal piazza wasn't just for decoration. It was designed to impress and to organize the city's chaotic layout. Think of it as an early version of urban planning, with divine and royal approval. If you stand at the center and turn slowly, the buildings seem to dance around you. The sunlight hits each corner differently throughout the day, so even though all 4 sides are identical in design, they never feel quite the same. It's a favorite selfie spot, yes, but also a clever fusion of power, faith, and art, Palermo style. We start inside Palermo's mighty cathedral, a place that feels more like a fortress than a church. Built, expanded, and altered over centuries, it blends Arab, Norman, Gothic, and Baroque styles into one glorious mashup. But the real highlight? The rooftop. For €7, you can climb a narrow staircase and reach the terraces, where sweeping views of Palermo unfold beneath you. Domes, red-tiled roofs, and distant hills all framed by ancient stone arches. Piazza San Domenico opens up like a quiet breath in the middle of the busy city. At its center, a towering column honors the Immaculate Conception, while just to the left stands the Church of San Domenico, one of Palermo's grandest. Inside, it's the resting place of important Sicilian figures, including anti-mafia judge Giovanni Falcone. Outside, the square itself has become a kind of memorial space, often adorned with flowers and posters. Now we're standing in front of Teatro Massimo, the largest opera house in Italy and one of the grandest in Europe. Opened in 1897, it was built to showcase Palermo's cultural power. With neoclassical columns and majestic bronze lions, it looks like something out of ancient Rome. Film buffs might recognize it as the dramatic final scene from The Godfather Part 3. Here's the Palazzo di Giustizia, Palermo's massive courthouse and a symbol of justice in a city that's long battled corruption and organized crime. It's not exactly a tourist attraction, but its size and presence are impossible to miss. This is where key mafia trials have taken place, and its heavy architecture reflects that weight. As we see the waterfront, we will soon head to Porta Felice, a monumental city gate built in Renaissance and Baroque styles. But our journey doesn't end here. We'd love to hear from you. Which stop was your favorite? Is there a particular moment that stood out to you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're planning your own visit, we hope this guide has inspired you and made your trip easier to plan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures. Our travel audiobooks are now available. Explore iconic destinations through immersive storytelling and preview a full chapter for free. Tap the link to listen now. Sunshine, seafood, and a sleeping volcano. Welcome to Catania, Sicily's wild child, where Baroque beauty meets raw street life. In this walking tour, we'll explore ancient ruins, smoky markets, and secret rooftops. So let's get lost in one of Italy's boldest cities. First stop, La Pescheria, Catania's iconic fish market, where the chaos is part of the charm. Bright umbrellas flap overhead, locals haggle loudly, and the smell of the sea hits you before you even arrive. Fried fish is the king here, crispy, salty, perfect with a cold local beer. And yes, the beers come with labels so artistic, you'll want to take one home. Whether you're here to snack, shop, or just stare, this place is pure Sicilian life on full blast. As we continue our journey, please take into consideration that this isn't a silent tour. It's a guided journey. No talking heads, just the world through a traveler's lens, with voice, music, natural sounds, and subtitles. We're now standing in Piazza del Duomo, the main square of Catania. Much of what you see here was rebuilt in the late 1600s after a massive earthquake in 1693 destroyed most of the city. The square was redesigned in the Sicilian Baroque style you see all around, ornate, symmetrical, and full of volcanic stone details. Right at the center is Fontana dell'Elefante, Catania's most famous monument. The statue was created in 1736 by Giovanni Battista Vaccarini, the same architect behind many of the city's key landmarks. The elephant is carved from lava stone and is believed to be older than the fountain itself. It may date back to Roman times or even earlier. On its back sits an Egyptian obelisk, which likely came from ancient Siene in what's now Aswan. The meaning, still debated, but for locals, Uliotru, as they call it, has become a proud symbol of strength and endurance. The square also connects key points in the city, the Cathedral of Sant'Agata, the Amenano fountain, and Via Etnea, the city's main shopping street. It's not just beautiful, it's the geographic and cultural heart of Catania. Facing the square is the Basilica Cattedrale di Sant'Agata, Catania's main cathedral. Originally built in 1078 on the ruins of ancient Roman baths, it was completely rebuilt in the Baroque style after the 1693 earthquake. It's dedicated to Saint Agatha, the city's patron saint, who was martyred here in the 3rd century. Inside, you'll find her relics and the tomb of composer Vincenzo Bellini, who was born in Catania. Just a short walk behind the cathedral is Chiesa della Badia di Sant'Agata. It's often overlooked but worth a stop, especially for the rooftop terrace. For a small fee, you can climb a narrow spiral staircase to the top and get one of the best views over the square, the city, and even Mount Etna on a clear day. Both churches are excellent examples of how Catania mixes religion, history, and local pride. Built from lava, rebuilt after disaster, and still central to daily life. Just a few steps from the cathedral is the Amenano fountain. Built in 1867 from Carrara marble, it marks the spot where the underground Amenano River flows beneath the city. Locals say the water overflows like a tablecloth, and you'll see why. This elegant fountain also acts as the gateway to the fish market. This is Castello Ursino, built in the 13th century by Emperor Frederick II during the time of the Kingdom of Sicily. Originally, it stood on a cliff by the sea, but after the 1669 Mount Etna eruption, lava flows surrounded the castle, pushing the coastline further out. It survived earthquakes, eruptions, and centuries of war, and later served as a royal residence and a prison. As of the time we uploaded this, it was closed for renovations. Normally, it houses Catania's civic museum with Greek, Roman, and medieval artifacts. Even from outside, it's a striking piece of lava stone history. We're standing in Piazza Stesicoro, a busy square named after the ancient Greek poet Stesikoros. It's a mix of old and new, surrounded by traffic, cafes, and shops, but with layers of history just beneath. You'll notice the statue of Vincenzo Bellini, Catania's famous opera composer, watching over the square. Now, turn around. Nestled just behind you, down a few steps, are the remains of the Roman Amphitheater of Catania. Built in the 2nd century AD, it once held up to 15,000 people. Today, only a portion is visible above ground, but it's still a powerful sight. You can walk right up to it, free of charge, and see the lava stone arches and curved seating. Just keep in mind, this is not the larger Greek-Roman theater we'll visit next. That one's still ahead. We're now at the Greek-Roman Theater of Catania, one of the city's most important archaeological treasures. Originally built by the Greeks around the 5th century BC, it was later enlarged by the Romans. The theater could hold approximately 7,000 spectators, making it a major cultural hub in ancient times. Most of the structure lies beneath modern buildings, but a significant part has been uncovered, revealing the semicircular seating carved directly into the volcanic rock and the remains of the stage area. The contrast of ancient stone against the city's contemporary life is striking. This theater was used for a variety of performances, tragedies, comedies, and musical events. It reflects the blend of Greek drama traditions and Roman architectural innovations that shaped Catania's cultural history. Access to the site requires an entrance fee, but it's well worth the visit for anyone interested in history or archaeology. Guided tours are often available, helping visitors understand the layers of construction and the theater's role in ancient society. Right next to the amphitheater, you can also explore the smaller Roman Odeon and the archaeological complex Terme della Rotonda, adding depth to your visit. Standing here, you're literally walking where thousands gathered centuries ago to be entertained. Catania is easy to get around. The airport's close, with direct links to the center. The train station connects regionally and nationally, and from Piazza Paolo Borsellino, you've got regular buses, plus there's even a small metro. Just one line, but handy for short trips. But our journey doesn't end here. We'd love to hear from you. Is there a particular moment that stood out to you? Let us know in the comments below. If you like narrated travel like this, subscribe and tap the bell to explore more places, one story at a time, so you don't miss the next city walk. Our travel audiobooks are now available. Explore iconic destinations through immersive storytelling and preview a full chapter for free. Tap the link to listen now. Welcome to Syracuse, Sicily, where ancient legends still echo through sunlit streets and coastal ruins. From the island of Ortygia to Greek theaters carved in stone, we'll walk through over 2,000 years of history, all at your own pace. We begin our journey across the slender Ponte Santa Lucia. Just a few steps, but a crossing into another world. Now we're in Ortygia, Syracuse's ancient heart. The streets hum with a quiet energy, a blend of sunlight and stone. We arrive at the magnificent Piazza Duomo, where the facade of the Syracuse Cathedral rises like a layered history book. Columns from a Greek temple still hold up its Baroque skin. Step inside for a moment of calm. The air is cooler. The walls echo centuries of worship and wonder. Turn just to your right, and you'll see the Chiesa di Santa Lucia alla Badia. Its pink-toned Baroque curves cradle a rare painting of the saint by Caravaggio. Now glance across the square. There's the Palazzo Beneventano del Bosco, or what locals simply call La Secreta Palati. Once the seat of power, now an architectural whisper from the Spanish era. Take your time walking along these polished limestone streets. Every corner hides a small shop, perfect for a memento carved from lava rock or handmade Sicilian tiles. And just before we cross back over the bridge, stop at the Temple of Apollo. Even in ruin, those Doric columns remind us that Syracuse was once one of the greatest cities in the Greek world. We're now at the Syracuse train station. From here you have two directions. Head straight and you'll reach the Neapolis Archaeological Park in about 15 to 20 minutes on foot. But if you haven't yet seen Ortygia, just turn the other way. The walk to Piazza Duomo will take you about 25 minutes. Not in the mood to walk? Taxis are lined up right outside. We begin at the Ear of Dionysius, a towering cave carved into limestone. Its shape creates an eerie, perfect echo. Legend says the tyrant Dionysius used it to spy on prisoners by listening to their whispers. Step inside. Your voice might just carry across centuries. Nearby is the Grotta dei Cordari. Once used by rope makers, its damp interior provided ideal humidity for twisting thick cords. Keep walking and you'll reach Latomia del Paradiso, a lush green quarry with vertical rock faces. These were prison quarries carved by enslaved hands. And now, the jewel of Neapolis, The Greek Theater of Syracuse. Entirely carved into the hillside, it could hold up to 15,000 spectators. Imagine the voice of a single actor, amplified through perfect acoustics, reaching every seat. Today, it still hosts open-air plays each summer, right where Aeschylus once stood. If you exit the Greek Theater and cross the road, a short walk brings you to the Roman Amphitheater of Syracuse. Built in the 3rd century AD, this arena once echoed with the clash of gladiators and the roar of crowds. Though less intact than its Greek cousin, you can still make out the seating tiers and central platform carved directly into the rock. Just next to it lies the altar of Hiero II, once the largest known altar in the Greek world. Measuring nearly 200 meters long, it was used for massive public sacrifices. Today, only its foundation remains, but standing here, you can almost sense the scale of ancient ceremonies. Neapolis Archaeological Park is open daily, with hours varying by season, usually from morning to late afternoon. You'll find the latest info and ticket links down in the description. Consider booking online to skip the queues, especially in summer. But our journey doesn't end here. We'd love to hear from you. Is there a particular moment that stood out to you? Let us know in the comments below. If you like narrated travel like this, subscribe and tap the bell to explore more places, one story at a time, so you don't miss the next city walk. Our travel audiobooks are now available. Explore iconic destinations through immersive storytelling and preview a full chapter for free. Tap the link to listen now. Golden ruins on a ridge, ancient gods, and scorching sun. Welcome to the Valley of the Temples in Sicily, one of the most jaw-dropping archaeological sites in all of Europe. Let's walk through it together. You can reach the city of Agrigento by train from major Sicilian hubs like Palermo or Catania. Once you're at the station, local buses or taxis will take you straight to the Valley of the Temples, an open-air museum that's older than Rome. Despite its name, the valley is actually a ridge overlooking the Mediterranean, lined with ancient Greek temples that have stood for over 2,400 years. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was once the thriving city of Agrigento, one of the richest colonies of Magna Graecia. The star of the show? The Temple of Concordia. It's one of the best preserved Doric temples in the world. Nearby, you'll find the ruined yet still impressive Temple of Zeus, once the largest in the ancient world. Don't miss the massive fallen Telamon, one of the original giant statues that held up its structure. Other highlights include the Temple of Heracles, the oldest one here, and the Temple of Juno, especially gorgeous at sunset. The archaeological park also features ancient city walls, necropolises, and olive groves. Tickets cost around €17, and the site is usually open daily from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., with later summer hours extending until 10 p.m., perfect for golden hour photos. But here's your warning, this place is vast. We're talking nearly 1,300 acres of archaeological terrain. During summer, there's limited shade, so it gets brutally hot. We went through several bottles of water in just a few hours. Only a few olive trees offer any relief, so bring a hat, sunscreen, and maybe a portable fan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures. Our travel audiobooks are now available. Explore iconic destinations through immersive storytelling and preview a full chapter for free. Tap the link to listen now.